大家好，我是 Ting。我们今天来玩一款，不算是新的，但对我来讲是新的游戏哈，叫做极乐迪斯可。然后它这个好像是应该叫做什么 Final Cut 版本哦，跟一开始刚出来的时候应该是有差别的。那现在也有中文哦。那我要先我可能要先说明一下，就是这款游戏，现在是不推荐大家去买了。那我本身也是最近才买这个游戏，但是我最近才发现，就是我买了一阵子没玩了哈，因为没空，实在是工作实在是太忙了。然后再来就是我发现，就是也许是买了这个游戏，大概电脑侧录啊或什么的。知道，那后面就有推一个新闻，是说这个应该是影片吧 ，YouTube 的影片，就是有讲，极乐迪斯可这个开发团队，他们原本的那个开发者已经被他们的合伙人另外外找的，应该是另外外找的一些投资人有诈骗前科的呢，把那个原本的这个开发者给赶走了，所以。然后公司也变成就是不是他的了，那所以变成是说现在这游戏的收入，原开发者现在是拿不到的，好像在打官司吧，因为这个好像不是美国公司，好像是欧洲的吧，我没有记错的话，最近记忆力真的不太行。我记得蛮惊讶的，就是它是一款年度的它是一款 RPG， 然后是一个等于是新的游戏公司，然后就一战成名了。我那时候蛮讶异的哈，只是那时候一直就因为好像也没有中文吧那个时候，所以就一直就想说算了。我不晓得是不是19年的年度游戏、年度 RPG， 我不晓得是不是年度游戏，应该是年度 RPG 吧。那时候就算是有一点兴趣吧，你真的会好奇，毕竟能拿年度游戏奖项的其中一个奖项的，应该都不会太差，所以现在终于也等到一个，它好像现在也是语音啊什么的都有完整配语音的，所以跟刚开始的那种可能还带有一点那种小成本开发的那种感觉，还是有稍微完整了一点。好，那我录这款蛮怕被骂的，因为就有一种就是你去看 Steam 的评论就知道，就是大家现在都是鼓励不要买，因为等于就是助长了那一些应该是坏人，他们的威风，所以。没关系啊，这集就是个水温吧，对，因为我也的确算是想玩的，那应该是前一阵子，应该是春季特卖的时候就买，因为看起来蛮便宜的，然后再加上有中文，因为这种大量阅读的 RPG 游戏叫读英文，其实除非是废土3那种比较没有太深奥的这些那个文学修饰跟文法的。写的比较口语化的，不然玩起来真的太累了。再加上最近有很久没更新，然后还有就是混沌矮人的 DLC， 因为我看跟 CA 有合作的都差不多该录的都录完了，所以混沌矮人应该还不错啦。但你说玩起来会很爽吗？我觉得可能也不会，毕竟。精英兵的那些黑矮的单位都有限制，数量限制。虽然说可以一直叠那些什么物料，叠那个什么物料还是什么的，一直加强他们的 buff， 可以变得很强，但不晓得，感觉就是遇到后期的吸血鬼那种天鬼啊什么的，一堆巨兽贴上来的时候，应该还是很难。再强应该也还是撑比较久一点，我感觉。对，感觉到最后就是步兵海怪步海跟怪巨兽互碾，我猜大概是这样。但因为你又数量限制嘛，那你可能就打吸血鬼什么那种就很那个就很吃力了。好， 所以我不太期待那边流量。对，虽然我是自己是很想玩，但我们就还是要更新一下啦，不然感觉让 YouTube 的流量好像有点不太好。再加上我又没有做 Shorts， 所以这个流量是不太友善的。好，那讲完那么多废话，我们就先来看一下进游戏看一下吧。我觉得他这个画，这种远景的这种风景画，我蛮喜欢的啦。然后感觉他也是有一点点像那种颓废的那种 Cyberpunk 的那种感觉啦。当然没有那个2077那么的科技感那么强，但有一点这个味道。所以我不排斥了。虽然主角那个一个颓废主角的那种人物风格，我都觉得就很鸟，但我蛮期待他剧情跟文本，一定有一些经验可取，或者是很神的一些的部分，才能够拿这个年度 RPG 啊。好，我们就来进新游戏吧。因为我选思想派啊，因为我其实刚刚大概就已经看了一下角色的形象，反正这款也不是什么新游戏，我觉得大家有兴趣的应该都有都有看过别人玩，或者是有稍微了解一下的。我这个纯粹就是我都完全没看别人影片，纯粹就是自己有点兴趣，感觉这种思想非常不擅长交际，知晓有趣的事实，提出富含原创性的意见。我觉得选肉体派应该会有一点无聊。感觉就是感性跟思想，那我个人是这个心智是影响自己跟他人，智力是推理，所以心智是算是这个叫什么你要跟别人共情嘛，所以讲的应该是真的是偏吸引力的，对不对？所以他这个讲的嘛，他不是说什么什么社交能力很强，吸引力，你的有一定的特质吸引别人。他的这个用字我觉得蛮不错的。好，但是我们就选思想派吧，感觉就是会有很多心理 OS 的那种感觉。这一集我不会录太长，就算是个水温吧。大家如果很有兴趣或讨论很雀跃，我可能雀跃的话，我再考虑继续更新了。因为
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
主要是怕大家那个可能自己都玩过了，或者看别人玩过了，就兴趣不高。还有就是那个，我最近发现一个很惊人的事实，就是那个南方公园真实之障的好评率竟然是 98%， 我看到所有游戏里面最高的，比那个女神异闻录皇家版还要高，那个是 97% 好评率，然后那个才 97%， 这个真实之障竟然是98%，不晓得是不是我应该搜寻一下，是不是有史以来好评率最高的游戏，真的蛮屌的。然后这个又牵扯到另一个问题，因为真实之障是14年的，然后后面那个什么，后面那一款那个什么英雄联盟还是什么的，浣熊联盟吧，我记得吧。那一款是2017年出的，然后好评率我记得80几了。可是因为2017年到现在也6年了，南方公园后面那个出那个风 Destroyer 那个手游，后面就没有再打算出 PC game 了吗？我蛮纳闷的，因为我说来惭愧，我觉得没有蹭到那波流量，觉得很可惜，因为我本身还蛮喜欢看南方公园的。 虽然说最近这几次那个他因为惹了大陆，导致一些很多免费的资源被抄掉，害我有时候想看看不到。然后 Netflix 的那个南方公园好像也撤掉了，现在也没得看，让我有点不爽。然后等于旧的没得看，然后新的好像也没什么人翻。线上看的可能比较少，变得比较少了。下载的可能还有，要去找了，我觉得有点可惜了。但是有感而发了，因为最近看 YouTube， 然后又推我一些南方公园了。我们就继续吧。
Ever, never, ever, never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
这一段我看不太懂，都随便选。
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? Do you really? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
我感觉好像就是他把一些感觉用一些类似把大脑有点像是归类为几个系统的感觉，或是身体一些部位一些归成一些系统，然后你就是从你自己主观感受那些感官的那些接受那些痛苦啊什么的那些触觉啊或什么，变成是一个第三人称跟你讲你现在到底发生了什么事情，有点像是这样的转述。
Somehow you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
哦，我们头原来是会跟着鼠标转，然后我好像有开启那什么侦探模式吧，所以可以这样看。这是什么？我们的裤子，好。 先把衣服穿一穿吧。气味难以言述，他们应该派个诗人来这边。从他很多叙述、描述、对白都觉得好像还蛮有梗的。
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
他刚就他那种，他有很多那种自嘲、讽刺的好的话，那个有一些事情就很，他有一些叙述就不会看起来那么呆板。我这边就有讲，就是他讲说某人爆发男子气概的时候，把半边水龙头给扯下来。他讲的就是现在其实水龙头剩半边，那到底是哪个人，然后有没有男子气概就不晓得。有一种那种这个叫什么语句有点忘了。
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
这好像最近有新闻有讲，以前还会说什么喝点红酒对心肺是好的，现在都完全不提倡喝酒的，因为好像现在是说喝酒的话，你晚上大脑原本应该有一段期间是你的那个你的神经之间好像是我不知道是突窍还是什么，就是它应该要扩散，它会扩散，然后让那个脑浆把一些废物就是大脑代谢后的那些废物给清理掉。然后喝酒的话，好像就不会有这一个动作，所以你的那个废物，你的那些脑神经那些废物就会堆积在那边，就会好像造成损伤。所以的确就是伤脑，没有，就再怎么样的好处都比不上这个伤脑的这个损害，所以好像现在是完全是不提倡喝酒的部分。然后呢，在我们的这个男主角历经一场酒精之海，这个缩写好危险，精之海，酒精之海，是。所以呢，他把他所有的记忆都洗掉了，大脑严重受损，已经不是什么记忆体，什么是整个硬碟被那个应该是坏了，然后那个没有到坏鬼，但可能大概是档案都坏光。
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
我们还被镜子吐槽。
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it. Behold.
好油腻的大叔脸哦！我的天哪。
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
没错，一副晚期酒鬼啊！我刚刚字好像是选大所以他这个大到已经叠到下面那一句。 这样大家观赏应该是比较好观赏，但我在想，我要把字调回原本的大小，就是一副晚期酒鬼的脸孔。
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct.
还有个检定哦，深入挖掘你的思想，找出这个表情的源头。这有埋什么伏笔吗？还是就纯粹这边在打那个打嘴炮啊？
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
好吧，先不管了。Okay.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
就他那些我们刚刚选的那些技能，我们刚刚选的那些风格，然后每一个技能，它都有等于是一个声音了，一个角色了，然后它会出来，你应该检定有成功，它就会跳出来讲话那种感觉。
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
笑死！我们接了个任务要把鞋捡回来，最后还不忘去表我们一下，说冷风涌了进来，我们因为没有穿鞋，所以我们脚趾因为寒冷而卷缩起来。这个文本写的还不错，有一种读小说的感觉。感觉有人听了录音听了不爽，把它扯出来。来，这个电风扇。
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
应该先拉一下风扇，让它停下来，再去抓领带。这个感觉好像58%好像会失败啊。
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
哇靠！还因为太亮，我们还受了一点伤害。太……
The fan stands still. The lights are off again.
哇靠！这什么鬼？ 啊，左脚，所以我们右脚还没有那个，有些还是绿色。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned.
这游戏有没有战斗环节啊？好奇啊！啊，终于，我们的角色终于完整了。
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
他那个自我对话的环节还挺有趣的。
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
但我发现我们主角的回答他没有语音，所以我们那些脑海里的声音才会有语音。哎，但我们其实是听不到，我们不知道主角的配音的，也不错，也是一个韵味啊。
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
哎呀，有沧桑感啊！这是什么？风尘味啊！对对对，风尘味。
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
完全没有安慰到我们了，说什么样的人都可以当警官。3趴循循善诱。哎呀，原来为什么要有心智要高呢？啊，就是为了这种时候。那但可惜我们不是，我们是个自闭，我们是个喜欢跟自己脑袋里面对话的那个内敛、沉默寡言、内敛的人。
The words have already left your mouth.
我想让你来一把，我靠！
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
我们如果这时候还在说想会不会见笑转生气？
No, you see, that's not what you said. You said, "Come on, man, Freddy, please, one more time." Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
明星警探，好。
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
笨嘞，你连那个席面那个烟蒂都要放一段话，这么嚣张的吗？
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still no answer. Still nothing.
该死！想尝试一下，还有没有其他艳遇的可能的机会？就这样没了。 他这边为什么一只老鹰啊？是标本吗？
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
我们现在还有一个这个分类哈，鼓励我们上去唱歌。哇靠
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
比较深
You
奥。
would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought.
版权没错，你属于这里。
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance. Then look, everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegosaurus skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
我好不容易心路历程分析出来，哇，这就是一只大贼哦！结果人家根本懒得鸟我们，就是我们以为我们终于可以透过这种，就是观察到他目前正在忙活的一些被我们看出来是什么样的话题或类型的东西了。想说攀谈的时候就直接被他泼个冷水，好真实啊！这个游戏怎么这么真实呢？太真实了，这个人家他这个对话的反应。再加上我们失忆在这边待了3天，其实搞不好跟他早就见过面了，太真实了。这个游戏这个对白真的是有料，真的有料，完全符合现代人这种的情感。他连菜单是昨天的笔记、今天的笔记，他的提示你，我靠！
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
金这个我不会念，叶城吗？还是葛？应该是个韩国裔。
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
这时候就装逼，还不是讲的时候。
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still In the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
这时候就跟着装傻就好了。
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
我们这么老实，会不会之后被阴啊？
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
哦，所以他会跟着我。就像我去干其他杂事，他会不会吐槽？
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor, there's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Oh, 72%，那我们来try看看。
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document.
钱我就不翻了，就这样吧。
The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes. We're in Martinez, on the coast of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
我靠！所以我们在上面那个出来的时候看了一下日历，还在这边回答，竟然拿到了个东西。不是，所以不是，还真是有些东西就是有用的，藏在一大堆垃圾讯息里面，就是说你根本不知道哪些是垃圾讯息。对啊，好刺激那个把所有可互动物品都点完的欲望。我最喜欢这种地毯式全清的这种游玩方式了。
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
他这边是卖关子吧，就是这个神秘动物学家之妻在那边帮我们科普了一下世界观，但有一些关键的可能跟剧情有关的，他又不能讲，所以他少说这是个很复杂的政治现象。
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs, and while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean? Ah, yes. probably roll with me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
不行，我要再问他一次，我要问那个白痴问
Whatever do you
题。
mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
这有些对话，我想前面给我感觉就是我不能用一些很瞎的问题，期待说这游戏会有一些很瞎的设计，譬如说他就站起来跟我走了。那还是这游戏挺现实的。我说现实是贴近现实的，所以人家会觉得你问了一个什么蠢问题那种感觉。所以我可能要把它当做是一个。感觉是一个现实，你在现实中读一个小说的，你去合理推论，而不是说它会有一些什么很瞎的反转或剧情之类的。所以，看来有一些很瞎的对话就让你去尝试而已啦。但实际上应该不会有什么奇效了，我感觉，或是后面慢慢才会有，前面先营造这种气氛，后面再买一些隐藏的东西。我不晓得，感觉是一个这个对白那个设计是感觉蛮心机的。
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
先反正老板在这边，我们先跟他对话好了。
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
Are you kidding me?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
另外两个我懒得问他了。
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
哦，完了，我觉得我好像做了个蠢事了。
That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
好，我们这第一次领便当了，感觉这边就是买一个，几率很高的这个。
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end bad. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face, like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
哇塞，这游戏不能作死哎，真的会死哎，而且没有什么，我突然还你一个，我还以为那个什么上古脑蠕虫可以还我，让我重生还是什么。看看现在录多久？我这边对话我就跳过了，等一下回到那边再继续了。
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
好，那个，我们回到来刚那个录的那个不小心自己作死的地方哦，所以，好，对，我们欠他钱，对 ，You don't owe me shit, you owe me money。对，最后一句撂下的狠话。
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
我们的选项好少，我们只能逮捕他哎。
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. I don't really need you to say anything. I just need the money. What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have?
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
哦，好惨啊，身无
By the
分
way,
文。
where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
这个坏掉的这个标本从头到尾都没提到，不知道有没有什么相关哦。干你警察，好哦。
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
You are correct. This...
old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work any...
哦，他还在这里。我有个孩子在这。
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
该死钓鱼执法。
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
欧臭2077是吧？
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno! It's lame!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame!
That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
那我强身健体不够，打不赢了，人退后了。
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The
Alright,
fuck do you
Mason.
want? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
看来没什么可以问的了。
The fuck about it? You're testing.
Get lost!
Kuno doesn't.
啊，有种限值降低的感觉，好想揍人。
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46.
就我们如果是走肉体派，搞不好一拳下去他就真实，他就老实交代了。可是可能这些细节我们就看不出来。
2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
不晓得有没有修改器，可以一开始直接把主角的全部感官拉满，直接一开场就直接拳打脚踢，然后那个 推理分析这样子。
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46, but the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
哇，好合理哦！对啊，一定是他，等于他早就死了，抱过来挂上去，所以那个人脚印才特别重。
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the old soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south, toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? You're right. Let's keep a low profile. A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
啊，好友在看那个悬疑杀人小说的那种剧，我其实以前蛮喜欢看的。我记得好像以前这个北欧不知道挪威什么有一个很有名的作家，10几年前吧，那个时候有一阵子很有名，就是 新食堂啊，然后那个人品很喜欢卖他的书，都是这种连续杀人的。那一阵子蛮喜欢看的，不过最近好一阵子没有了。把它放下来。
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ah, 靠！我还要找阿莫尼亚。因为我刚刚不是有拿到一个，刚不是有拿一个补血的吗？
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panel. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
我赶点时间，有点晚了。
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
刚不是叫我去温室吗？这不是温室吗？
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Just a trash container. There is. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
哇，这游戏细节爆棚哎，各种应该是说过于真实的细节，所以也没有什么很方便的设计，就是你都是想办法自己，就好像真的是你现实中在处理这些事情，对，你要什么东西还真的不是有什么就有，或是他那边塞了一个道具让你随便捡起来就可以用，你要按照现实的逻辑去找那些东西在哪里啊？难怪他可以拿年度游戏啊，这个文本量。跟这个细节哦，好吧，不小心先直接 ending 了。那个我们其实应该这一集就先到这边了。然后那个就像我刚刚讲的这个游玩的过程，我觉得这个是，我觉得当成就像我讲，当成一个小说，你在抽丝剥茧、调查跟自我推理啊，然后收集资讯这个过程，我觉得你如果进入这个情境，然后你也喜欢，觉得有乐趣的话，我觉得你会玩下去。对，因为一开始就有一个很明确的目标嘛，我们要调查一个。然后呢，然后我之前看到影片还有介绍，因为你一开始就以一个完全失忆的一个起头开始，所以你完全可以定义你的这个主角是什么样类型的。那我们就选，那像我的话就选了一个内敛型的一个人格哈。你看，好像不应该是这样讲，但就是我觉得走内敛的啦。我们是知性的，然后但是比较内向的内敛型人格，好像是另一种那个好像不是什么好的形容，好像是我记得以前看钢弹介绍那个钢弹脊椎数第一名联邦脊椎数第一名的那个，好像就是内敛型人格，讲的就是好像就是没有什么同理心的那种。有点不知道怎么去形容，反正他后面有说他就是后面Z钢弹的那个亚战，那你看到亚战那个样子，你就知道什么叫内敛型人格了。有点像不应该这样讲，但我觉得我们应该是属于内向的酒鬼，怪怪的。我觉得还不错啦，因为这游戏有个伙伴，那等于说我们真的是双人搭档，然后伙伴也有伙伴的看法。虽然说这些文本都是固定，可是我觉得这种互动起来还算不错。而且毕竟我们可以很多反问或什么，那他看起来都有因应的不同的对话。以 RPG 游戏来讲，这种对话的，我蛮喜欢的，真的。都不知道他有没有战斗，感觉他没有战斗，从头到尾就是这种检定啊、对话、调查的，大概就是这样的一个游玩过程，应该是没有战斗了。没有什么回合制战斗啊或什么的，所以不晓得可不可以把它当成是一个没有没有战斗的那个寻路者正义之怒加我不太确定这算不算2077背景啊，感觉好像又没有那么未来，没有那么的未来跟赛博朋克的那种感觉，所以就是没有战斗的一个寻路者的感觉。RPG game 有调查对话，有伙伴，不晓得会不会有伙伴剧情，也不晓得后面还会不会有别的伙伴呢？希望是有。整体来讲我蛮喜欢的，我可以完全充分感受到他这个拿年度游戏的这个，可以感受到一些端倪啊，我个人是蛮喜欢的，因为有那种影集，然后有这种悬疑，而且有很明确主线，但是又没有那种强迫性或急迫性啊！我很赶，就快要毁灭了，就快要被杀了，然后但是我有空在旁边做一些杂事什么，就没有破坏那个你没有那种节奏、主线节奏跟支线那种割裂感，那我觉得很重要的一点。 因为有些剧情2077的问题，我觉得那割裂感很强。你明明就快死了，可是游戏是鼓励你到处去闯，到处去搜寻、去战斗什么的，很怪，很割裂。对，然后那些东西你把整个夜之城清掉，其实可能是半年以内的事情，那太扯了，这个很强的割裂感。然后那个永恒之柱2也是这个问题，对不对？那个神那个神像，他又附在那个神像上面，巨像上面，然后复活把你都弄死了，然后一路冲过去，要冲哪边我已经忘了。永恒之柱好久之前玩了100多个小时，现在都完全剧情忘光。然后但是你中间又有空，你在那边当海盗，那边在船上晃来晃去，然后都去打别人的船，抢别人的商船什么，很强的割裂感。我觉得那个是完全是一个设计剧情跟游玩上面体验的一个割裂的做法，非常我觉得很奇怪。这边这个游戏就还这节奏就掌握的不错。事实上，就是因为掌握的不错，所以我觉得他拿年度游戏或是得一些奖，我觉得是实至名归了。但是因为现在这个他们公司经营上面的问题，把那个原本的那个游戏的这个创办者吧，原始创作者被用政治阴谋手段，不能讲政治阴谋啦，就是被阴啦，被法律手段给弄掉了，所以被不道德的手段给弄掉了，所以导致现在这游戏它没有收益，它拿不到这个的后续的收益，所以当然是有争议的啊。反正就我也是慕名而来玩一玩，然后发现有这些很遗憾的事情。虽然说很不想为了现实这些事情影响玩游戏的这个体验，但感觉还是有点影响，所以请大家不要骂我，因为我买了之后才发现，然后我还是录出来了，然后我还是知道这些情况下我还是录了，还是想蹭流量，所以拜托不要对我太严苛啊，对。因为我最近我也不知道玩什么，最近那个绝地武士幸存者 Fallen Order 第一代是 Fallen Order 嘛，现在是 Survivor 嘛，第二代延到好像又延还是什么，预计4月底发售，一堆游戏又跟着为了闪这个3A 大作，怕影响销量，又他妈延期。我记得明明4月很多款游戏要出的，现在我后来这几天去 Steam 看。又全部都延到6、7月了，我好像感觉就是为了闪那个 Fallen Order 绝地幸存者这款，哎，反正以后就是其实不管有几家游戏公司都一样，现在大家都已经看市场策略都看得很准了，就不会跟你强碰了。为了销量，哪怕就是我要打，也不会说我去作死跟你对撞，两败俱伤。现在我感觉大家都有默契在，再怎么样都会隔个1个月以上，很少跟你强碰了。哎，好吧，以上就是今天这个极乐 Disco 的这个第1集的这个游玩内容啦。那如果大家有兴趣的话，我们就继续播嘛。然后如果大家不想成为这个现在这个极乐 Disco 这个公司的这个不道德的这个的帮凶的话，那就算了，后面我就自己玩吧，就这样吧。好，那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。